Hello everyone, Whiplash here, and welcome back to my classic Ironman campaign. Well, pressing on from last time, my number one priority right now is to build 2 more satellite uplinks. I started 6 satellites for this month, which is going to give me complete world coverage, but I will need the 2 uplinks to support them. I have not unlocked the satellite nexus yet, so I probably won't even need to make one. This should complete me for satellites. But I needed power as well. I was a little short, so I'm working towards that. When this excavation is complete, I'm going to build another power generator here, and then when that is complete, I'll build the uplinks. I need to have all that done by the 14th in order for them to finish before the end of the month. And that's going to take about 9 days. And it's currently the 2nd, so plenty of time. Otherwise, I'm ready to run time and do missions and stuff, but first, I wanted to quickly... I'm going to pause on the alien nav computer for the moment and start knocking out these autopsies. Now that I have gotten the We Have Ways bonus, I can do these all instantly, and so we can unlock a whole bunch of stuff at once, and I can talk about them. So let's get going here. First of all, sectoid autopsy.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you...
It'll take way too long to go through all the cutscenes. I'll just give you a little glimpse of each one. This first one gives us the uplink targeting aim for manufacture, which helps make ships, interceptors be able to fire better. Let's see, floater autopsy.
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater.
That's a brilliant designation. Defense Matrix Dodge. Okay, that's another upgrade for interceptors, allowing them to be able to dodge shots. Those are things you have to buy and then activate during the battles. Thin Man Autopsy.
The tall one has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man.
And the gas grenade and a new gene lab upgrade. The gas grenade is sort of like the poison that they themselves can spit, but the other new thing here is this muscle fiber density, which will allow soldiers to jump for high places without ladders and so forth. Pretty useful. Muton Autopsy.
This is the most physically aggressive specimen we've discovered so far, which the troops fondly refer to as the Muton. I can only assume there's a colorful backstory for such a designation.
I'd like to know myself, Doctor. Adrenal neurosympathy available in the Gene Lab. Overloads the soldier's adrenal glands. When a kill is confirmed, the soldier emits pheromones that grant offensive benefits to all nearby squad mates. So it's a little bit similar to like their blood call and other abilities they have that they use to amp each other up. Okay, chrysalid autopsy.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
And there's chitin plating, which is the next level up from the nanofiber vest. It goes in the same slot and provides something like 3 or 4 extra hit points, I forget. Needle grenade, this is an interesting new item. Doesn't penetrate cover, but it may do more damage. That's kind of interesting. Might have to make one of those at some point. And bioelectric skin. I talked about this before with something that helps protect you from those stalkers that hug you to death. Makes you immune to strangulation. Still, looks like it could have its uses. I believe there's another one that's more useful, though, when it comes to the choices for skin genetic upgrades. Cyberdisk autopsy.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice.
Yes, we do.
Present.
UFO tracking boost. That's another upgrade we can get for our interceptors. Secondary heart causes soldiers to bleed out instead of dying the first time they go to 0 health in a mission. Which turns them to Time Lords, effectively. The bleed out timer is extended by 2 turns. Prevent loss of will from critical wounds. That seems like a very good one for people who keep getting hurt a lot, like the supports. Alright, just a few more. Drone autopsy.
This unit appears to be a drone, which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with. This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shen and I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
Interesting. Didn't gain anything out of that one. Okay, let's go for the Seeker. I'm gonna save Mechtoid for last.
Despite its physical appearance, this machine doesn't seem to be made up of any organic components. Its surface has an unusual metallic composition that somehow interacts with the vapors it releases for concealment.
And here's the other way that you can protect yourself from strangulation, and I don't know anyone who would willingly put one of these on, to be honest with you. Basically, it's a device that shoves life-saving tubes into your throat and injects oxygen to prevent you from being strangled. I suppose it's better than dying, but that sounds horrifying to me. And the Ghost Grenade, which allows you to make someone temporarily, I believe, invisible, yes. Mimetic Skin, this is the other one I was looking for. This is the one that kind of makes a person a little more like a chameleon. This seems like it'd be good for snipers. When the soldier moves to higher cover, enemies without special capabilities will not target the soldier. Does not work if any enemies have a line of sight to the soldier's starting position, etc. We'll be looking at that one for some of our soldiers soon enough. Finally, the Mechtoid autopsy.
We were only able to recover the suit's central core, although the pilot's corpse also survived intact. The armor itself is quite interesting. The design is highly responsive while still providing extraordinary strength.
And that did not unlock anything. Okay. Well, again, I'm going to go back to the alien nav computer because I want to continue to work towards upgrading the interceptors and so forth. Excuse me there. Just thinking about something else. Okay, well, there's other things I could probably buy and stuff, but I need to make sure to focus on keeping my money together for the satellite upgrades. That's priority. That's going to be 250 minimum when I count the power and the 2 other satellite uplinks. I do have some things to sell, but not quite enough. We'll probably get a mission or 2, so let's go ahead and run some time now. We're going to get some things finishing. Once I see excavation complete, there it is. I want to immediately start the power generator. And now when that's done, I'll be able to do the satellite uplinks. That'll be 5 more days, which will be right about the 12th as I planned. Alright, I'm guessing we're due for a mission here soon. Yep, here we go.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Wow, only 2 choices, and they're pretty easy ones. Be nice to have another assault, but I said I was going to try to concentrate on trying to counter the loss of the UK. I could use the 4 scientists here. They're both moderate difficulties. Let's go ahead and go with this one. And I'm not going to bring Zhang along on this one. Do I have both supports? No, she's probably still hurt. Who else could I bring? 3rd sniper. I always like that idea. Alright, let's make sure everyone is set up properly here. Whoops. Okay, we got 3 snipers, we got our heavy, we got an assault who is still going to try to get a live capture. I feel so robbed by that last mission. I really need to capture some live aliens. There's different upgrades for those that would be great to have. But I think we're good to go here. This should be a pretty easy mission.
drop site for this operation.
Oh, this
will be in
map again.
Canada. The aliens are continuing to target civilians for abduction in several major cities across the globe. We have to get down there and deploy.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team
I remember doing this one. Yeah, there was a meld here. There was a group right inside of here. We had a couple close calls.
One has the green light for deployment.
Well, let's run right up with the heavy and see if we see anything. And of course we do. 2 floaters, but I got 3 snipers who should have shots. New sniper does not yet, unfortunately. Let's go to Ryan first. 76 is the only one he's got. Might as well try for the crit. Oh! And Sammy's got a shot as well. Same one, unfortunately. I would have liked to spread the damage around, maybe get to finish one off, but we got a nice flank shot here from Vasquez. Let's try to finish him off. That'll work. Dashing this sniper all the way up here to be involved for future actions, shooting up the lane through the store there. Let's bring Oyster up here, and McNubbs.
Location confirmed. Eyes field, Commander.
Was that sectoids? It'd be nice to capture a live sectoid.
Heading to that location. Heading out.
Let's do a quick repositioning here with everybody.
10-4. Copy that.
Trying to keep the snipers separated a little bit again for that metal bonus of 7 tiles difference between them. I've got full coverage to see over there, so I guess it really wouldn't help to throw a battle scanner up there. We're going to send her up on the roof and see what's going on. Yes, that's right. I seem to remember last time there was 2 up here as well, but this time I'm in a little better position. I can just send her right the heck back down. Doesn't appear that anyone has a shot yet. I'll have to wait for them to break cover here, which I'm sure they will. Whoa! Sammy! Nice. Ooh, you could have finished him though. Oh, come on, Oyster.
That is not good. They're moving around the side.
Yikes. Those heavy plasmas or whatever they use, quite awful. Let's try our new sniper out here, see if he can get someone finished off. Doesn't have a very good shot, but I want to try to get kills with him. Might get lucky. I'm dashing Vasquez all the way into here to try to pick up this meld in the next turn. Alright, Sammy, I'll give you the first chance to kill him here. Nicely done.
Roger, I've got my eyes on. Solid copy. Here they come.
Oh boy, yep, we do have some sectoids. And I would like to get a live capture. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but... Not with Ryan wasting them left and right. Good job, Rye.
Heading to that location. Moving. Smoke out.
Gonna try to play a little magic trick on this sectoid, I think. Looks like he's got a little magic of his own. Alright, come on, camera.
Running. That's what we're looking for.
I will try to play for the live capture. It's gonna be tricky, though. The position that sectoid's currently in. Let's get this sniper up on the roof up here.
Roll it out. I'm on it, Commander. Right. I've got my eyes on him. On Overwatch.
That's affirmative. Come, son.
They're moving around the side. Cover my flank.
Oh boy. Oh! Is he in range, though, to pull the... I doubt it. Nope, of course not. Look how close that is again. I'd have to play for another turn to pull it off. That's another turn he could hurt somebody. Still, I want to try. I've got Oyster nearby to heal him up.
Let's do this. Overwatch. Aye, aye. Moving to Overwatch.
I suspect there's not much else going on. I'm going to aggressively search through the buildings here.
Overwatch.
I believe that's probably the only one left, though.
Moving.
I've made that mistake before, though, have I not? Well, I suspect he has gone on Overwatch back there now.
What was that?
Ah, come on! This is where lightning reflexes is going to come in useful. I'm going to dash all the way around behind and try to get as close to him as I can. And hope that he doesn't move away enough for me to be able to stun him next time. I might as well try moving just a little bit here. Oh, look at this, right next to him. 70%. I wish we could soften him up a little first. Let me just take a peek if that is possible. Where's Oyster? He already healed him, so he can't. Alright, well, I guess I gotta try it. Come on, game, give me a break for once.
Excellent.
Yes!
Now we can begin preparing for the interrogation.
Another day, another successful operation.
Indeed, Bradley. Alright, finally our first live capture, and I think we will have to go ahead right away and check that out.
Excellent work all around. Another impressive effort
Ooh,
from our
Colonel
troops.
Scott, you have also been now promoted to get the double tap action. 2 double tap snipers. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, Colonel, okay. Oh, picked up some new medals, and now I can research plasma pistols and so forth. Okay. For scientists.
Bringing an alien back alive provides us with a much better understanding of their physiology.
Something
Impressive
else.
work indeed. Preparations in the containment facility are well underway.
Shut up!
We'll be in touch, Commander.
Something else I wanted to mention was I forgot that I can start scanning now for covert operations of Exalt. However, that's 50 credits that I can't afford right now. We just did one recently. Like I said, my priority right now in this episode is getting the satellite uplink up. So I need to run 4 more days and get that going. Let's see what we picked up that we can sell really quick. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these Exalt weapons. I don't need them. Now that I've managed to get a live one, I think I can go ahead and sell these down to about 6, because I think that's enough for anything else I would need. Where does that put me? 189. I still need just a little more. I need 200. So I'm going to have to be prepared to sell something else.
Guess we should enjoy it while it lasts.
I'm going to sell just a handful of Illyrium here. Not the best thing to sell, but I only have to sell, what, 4 out of... I've got 400. That's just perfect enough to get me there. Alright, 4 more days. But first of all, why don't we go ahead real quick and perform this interrogation of a sectoid.
So, how'd it go, Doctor?
Better than expected. Before the creature expired, I was able to extract some new information from it.
You're saying that thing spoke to you?
Not precisely, but when you have access to a creature's brain, certain patterns can be discerned, recent images and thoughts.
And what exactly was our late friend thinking about?
This particular image appeared in the creature's thought patterns several times throughout the procedure.
We've already met that thing, Doctor. This is hardly the kind of breakthrough we were...
And there was a neural link in the creature's mind between this image and this one.
That's the thing that pulled a disappearing act when we shot down our first UFO. And let me guess, you want to poke around in its head too.
It is the next piece of the puzzle. And this time, instead of shooting it, I suggest we try to capture it alive.
I guess she missed the last episode where I failed to capture an outsider twice in a row at 90% stun rate. And if I had been able to capture that, I would have bypassed that entire sequence, because the way it just happened is the way it expects you to do it, where you do a sectoid first, and it introduces you first there by picture to the sectoid commander, who they have like 12 hit points and mind control powers. But basically that all leads to me having to capture the pilot of a ship, and then that will unlock the location of the alien base in the world, and I'll have to do that mission. But for right now, we should press on with the nav computer. 4 more days. That's the same amount of time I need to finish the power. Gonna keep pressing on here. Oh, someone's looking for... Ooh. Well, I do have 7, and it's hard to argue with 3 engineers. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, well, it appears I don't have a choice. It has already encountered the next Exalt thing for me.
Dr. Valen's interrogation technique certainly is efficient. You'd never know it by looking at her, but that woman is an alien's worst nightmare.
Indeed. Well, I think I'm going to send our assault again. I kind of like sending him on these operations. Give him a nanofiber vest and a laser pistol again.
Covert operative deployed.
Fortunately, I won't have to deal with that immediately. That'll probably come up in our next episode. Right now, we're going to press on and get our satellite uplinks built and so forth. There we go, nav computer. Now I have the satellite nexus, so actually, maybe I will be able to just build that instead. That one can receive from 4 an adjacency bonus of +1. That would only give me 5. I need 6. I'm not sure that that will actually cut it. Okay, without a doubt I am finally going to do precision lasers. It's down to 7 days now, and I want to get the laser sniper rifles going. And then I'll probably start down the plasma path. Experimental warfare would unlock the foundry, or forge, I forget what it's called, which is a place to do some other upgrades like shivs, which are sort of like robotic platforms with guns. Heavy lasers is for our heavy soldiers, gives them like the equivalent of their big heavy chain gun, but as a laser. Skeleton suits are also kind of nice. They're not quite as much armor as a carapace armor, but they allow soldiers to climb up onto higher levels of things easier. And these things are only available because of the slingshot. These would not normally come until later in the game if you did not do that. These are pretty high-tech items. Yeah, let's get precision lasers first. Now, is the power facility done?
Arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here. In times of war, there's always a leader, a general, someone giving the orders. These aliens can be no different. The real question is, what sort of power or authority does it take to control such a vast range of alien species? What incentive will they have to follow through with this plan?
I don't know, Dr. Shen. Hopefully we'll find that out in the course of this series.
Power generator complete.
Okay, build facilities. Yeah, I can't even afford it anyway. I'm just gonna go, I'm not sure if there was anything else you really gained from having it. I might still build one later and remove some of the excess satellite uplinks if necessary, if I do need one. But for right now, I need to just get the 2 uplinks going. Okay, there we go. Let me do a quick time check here. Well, it appears we're closing in on a half hour, so I'm just going to look over a few things here and we'll call this episode here. And the next one will probably have the next Exalt operation. So, precision lasers. I was wondering if there's anything else I could put in the gene labs, but now I'm kind of tight on money. Some of the new things I can make, the gas grenade, the needle grenade, the ghost grenade. We'll probably experiment with some of that stuff throughout the course of the campaign. And this is where I can do the different upgrades for my interceptors. But again, I have pretty much no money to spare right now. How we sitting on people's injuries? Gravely wounded still, but she should be back for the next mission. Now these are half price, so I can start doing some of these. Everyone starts out squatty. Soldiers heal twice as fast. That would be useful. Plus 25% experience would also be useful. Did I not actually get a medal? That's right. This is the one, okay. This is the one that goes to snipers. I gave the first one to Ryan, so I'm going to give this one to Sammy. Now they'll both have... This gives them a plus 10, I think it was, aim bonus, as long as there's not a soldier within 7 tiles of them. So as long as I keep the 2 of them separate from each other, they will be quite the sharpshooters now.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
Looking ahead, I'm gonna have to be careful. It is still possible to lose a nation if they go in the red, even if you've got the satellite over them. I do believe, anyway. I'm not entirely positive. I believe that covert operation I'm doing is in China, so hopefully that will help with that. Well, and in fact that's coming up in 3 days, so that will almost certainly be the first part of the next episode. I think we're going to stop here. As usual, I am Whiplash. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.